guys, what's going on? Why are you looking at me that way?
I'm letting you go, bro. We're back. We're back. It's ReZero time.
It's ReZero time. Welcome back, everybody. We've been gone for quite well. I just uploaded the video finally that we recorded almost a month, 2 months ago. But
3 months,
we're
but, yeah.
3 months. No, we recorded it like mid-December. It was like
Oh,
December.
that's right. Yeah, there was some time. I
Yeah.
forgot about that. Yeah.
So, but it's been a while since we've had ReZero, and we're back, and we come off strong in the first opening seconds, and we keep going strong.
Strong is a word.
Strong is a word, but we start off with
The woman who I'd let ruin my life.
Yes.
Yes, we do. We start off with her, and it's glorious.
yeah. I did not think that's how the season will. I know it's technically just episode 9 and not like a part 2. But I did not expect the episode to start with that, to be honest. I just came out of left field. Like,
Well, I didn't either. So, like I said, I'm reading the book, and I just read, like where I thought would be a good stopping point. And as soon as she comes up on screen, I'm like, that's literally the chapter that starts the next chapter. So I had to pause, read halfway through that chapter, and then play because I was like, what is this? By the way,
go.
in the book, she has her clothes on by the time Anastasia goes in.
But in the show,
Because Lily Ann helps her zip it up. I think. I could be wrong. I read that really fast. I could be like how it is in the show. But either way, I'm glad they did it the way they did it because it's great.
And
I'm telling you, man, Al, lucky guy.
yeah, the actual conversation, Anastasia walks in. So we have Anastasia's like, hey, what's up? Where's Al? Also, wait, before that, the songstress loves everything. We forgot to even bring up the songstress during that whole scene.
Dude, the songstress is just down for a good time.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter from who. Doesn't matter from where.
Yeah, just down for a good old fun time. But yeah, Anastasia walks in.
Yeah. And she basically asks, hey, what are you doing with Al? Because once you guys leave, we're going to be fucked on defense. And she's like, this is why it's so weird, like, reading the book and then watching the show. Because, like, her, Priscilla and Lillian already talked about this. She already said, I'm going to leave Al here anyway. And then, right after that, Anastasia walks in. He's like, hey, I came to ask. He's like, you don't have to ask. I was already leaving him here. And then, you know, we find out that Al doesn't tell Priscilla everything, which, interesting.
Doesn't say everything. Like, the example is, remember him and the Amelia conversation. Probably didn't tell her about that whole thing.
Right.
Didn't tell her what he was even doing. So Al, trustworthy to an extent. I'm assuming he's like, I trust Al with my life, but I don't think I should trust Al.
Yeah, there are. All right, put a pin in this because I gotta come back to it at the end because there's something
we could talk about. Like, it's the end. It's the same topic pretty much. We can bring it up if you want to bring up lust.
I read something. Like I said, that was where we cut. I didn't see anything further. The lust being at the headquarters, attacking Krush. I didn't even read that part yet. I didn't know that was going to happen. But there's a part in between that when Lily Ann and Priscilla, like, we cut to Lily Ann and Priscilla starting the battle with Wrath.
Yeah.
And so the way it goes in the book, we start with Garfield and oh my god, the best character, Wilhelm. Yeah. Mid-fight. We start with them attacking their tower, and the whole thing happens where we see Teresa, we see 8 Arms, and Garf gets sucked in the goo with 8 Arms. And then we cut to Julius talking with and Ricardo. Yeah, talking with Alfred. The second one.
The second gluttony, not the gluttony we all knew from, the whole Rem situation, the other one.
Yeah. And then I'm sorry, well that's right after we saw Otto and Felt. So the book actually starts with Otto running through the city, finds Felt, finds, I think that's supposed to be Mo or Dumber, however they
whichever one. The one that
it's not Larry, it's Mo. Could be Curly, I don't know. We start with that, and Otto coming in, he does see, like, it explains, like, the reason why he's talking is because he's buying time, trying to think of a plan. And then, like, Felt's, like, literally looking at him the whole time, like, in the book. Like, what the fuck are you, like, you're gonna go sell out Subaru? Like, what are you doing? And then he has the dragon's attack, which, that was pretty dope. And that was Lie. Lye is his name. Lie. And then it goes that, and then we don't see Priscilla and Lillian. We go to the Subaru and Reinhard fight. Like, that was like the prologue, and then we go into chapter 1. And chapter 1 is like, I think, 60 pages. Almost the entire fight between Reinhard, Subaru, and Amelia and Regulus.
So you've read the entire fight of that, like the conclusion
most of it, yeah.
So you
most of it.
So the show doesn't obviously show the conclusion where Amelia and them are just getting back.
The beginning. I mean, it shows the beginning, but like some crazy shit happens.
Okay.
And like,
I mean, I kind of like what the show's doing based on what you said, because it's kind of keeping you. Let's say it's 8 p.m. Here's what's happening 8 p.m. everywhere right now. Versus here's this whole fight. Now let's figure out what most of this is happening and this.
Well,
and that.
that's what I'm saying. Like, we saw the first other 3 guys fighting, and then we saw like the whole Reinhard fight, and then Subaru thinks he's figured something out, and that's what I wanted to talk about at the end. Mild speculation, because I'm not going to spoil it, obviously, because I think the next episode is going to deal with that entire battle. And then we go into the Priscilla and Lillian stuff, and that's the like chapter 2, which starts on like the middle, like page 90 or something like that. So it's already halfway through the book. What I think is going to happen is because Ferris is not a fighter. Like, he's really never fought. It's always been Krush that's done the fighting for him. Al is going to come in there, and I think we're going to learn more about Al.
Yeah, his fighting, his fighting style, because we as an audience have never seen him fight. We've seen
him almost flip out, though. Whatever that little thing that happens to him, like, yeah.
But we never seen him actually, throw up them hands and start punching some people. So I'm curious of how Al fights. Hands. I know it's one hand, but we haven't seen it yet. So I'm actually curious of how he goes about it. What's his fighting style mainly? Because we've seen everyone else for the most part like do something.
Yeah, he's got that big ass sword, so who knows?
Yeah, and so, but now we could talk about.
Let's also not forget. I know it's been a while since we watched the episodes, but in the previous, like part 1 of the season, he was just killing witch cultists.
Yeah, like
remember he was off doing something.
Yeah,
he was doing something.
What is that something?
Yeah, what is that something? I don't know. We'll find out.
So next, let's talk Otto. Our boy Otto's got the gospel with him, right?
He's going to get it.
He's going to get it, yeah, because it was in the shop. Yeah, so he's going to get it. While he's running, he runs into good old fashioned Lie, Gluttony, and Felt, and all the rest of the fodder that probably will die during this fight. But we find out that Gluttony does not like merchants, because Otto was smooth talking to him first. I was like, oh, this is going to work. And then he says, wait, are you a merchant? And man freaks out at him.
Yeah.
Like, he was already going cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. But once he said, are you a merchant? Just the teeth, everything about him, just immediate on the attack.
Yeah. It's just, yeah. What a psycho.
Yeah. But we had Otto use his blessing, which I don't remember what it's called. What is his? It's like with nature and bugs, like with animals, he's able to communicate with them, but I don't remember the name.
Yeah. I forget what it's called too, but it allows him, to do that.
So, which I forget about completely, to be honest. Every single time I see him, I'm like, oh yeah, he can do that, can't he?
Well, I didn't forget about it, but I just don't know the name of it. Well, what's funny is the biggest like, all right, man, that's happened with Otto was him stumbling across saving Felt. Because remember, he saves Felt from Reinhardt's dad and allows Reinhardt to leave. And then he makes it back to the headquarters. Felt was supposed to stay there, but obviously she's not going to do that.
Yeah.
So then he runs into her again and uses his blessing again. So it's just kind of funny that he saved her once, which is kind of like, all right. But this time I'm like, all right, well, that's way more believable. Like, oh, yeah, the water dragon made a whole big thing about that.
Mm-hmm. So, well, let's see if the water dragons, because I still don't know how strong Gluttony is per se, because like we haven't really seen him like push to the edge or anything, because last time we saw him fight this Gluttony per se, well, I guess saw him fight some city people for a bit, but we didn't, other than the Rem fight, like kind of like.
Well, we didn't even really see him fight.
Yeah, he didn't really see, because then you have Greed. I can't think of Regulus Cornelius. We have Regulus intervening. Yeah, he intervenes with that situation. So it's like, this might be enough for us to beat him. Probably not. I'm going to assume not, because this doesn't seem like his arc, because we need Subaru to meet him. So based on writing,
there's two of them though.
There's two of them, but the first one is the one that Subaru's got beef with retrospectively. Subaru doesn't know that, but like,
right.
I don't see them beating Gluttony, which I think you can agree, in this arc. Like, Gluttony will escape, or Gluttony will maybe
one of them. I think
one of them will.
I think one of them. Yeah, I think it's going to be the one Julius is fighting.
You think so?
Yep.
All right. Well, then let's talk about Julius and Ricardo. Which every time I say Ricardo's name, I don't know why. Mainly, it's just like I just don't think of Ricardo would be in this world. But yes,
a giant wolf man
named Ricardo.
Ricardo.
But yeah, I mean, it's not that much, obviously, we see, because like you said, that Julius has a surprise face after they do their Kamehameha wave at him. And
yeah.
We don't know why, and we'll probably find out next episode or 2 episodes from now. So
probably
there's not much to speculate for me there, because like I don't know what happened. Like I
don't know why they just didn't include his next line, because it doesn't make any sense why.
No. Didn't Julius have a brother?
No.
Right? Julius has a brother, right?
Oh yeah, he did.
Okay.
That's right.
It's probably not dealing with his brother. That's my but I don't know, I'm just trying to figure out something. And we haven't seen they introduced his brother, so I assume that either can mean something for later on or something that's happening in this current arc. But I don't think this Gluttony has his brother or something, or he's going to be like, or make a line about it because he doesn't care, probably. I don't know. I mean, there was a witch cult. They could.
Yeah, they could.
That's the only thing I can think of coming up there. Then we have Wilhelm and Garf. Garf kind of getting just destroyed, to be honest, in this fight. Like, no offense to Garf.
I mean, yeah, like, it honestly feels like Garf hasn't done any trading. Like, I get it, right? It's only been... Well, no, it's been 6 months. It's been 6 months since Sanctuary.
I thought it's been longer than 6 months. I thought it was,
a year. No, sorry,
it's been a year.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's been a year. Yeah. Plus, I thought it was 18 months or something, like a year and a half. I thought. I could be completely wrong.
I thought it was just a year.
Either way, it's been a year and a year in anime means you could go from 0 to hero. I mean, look at My Hero Academia. At the end of the day, Deku goes from a kid with no powers in a year being the best. So it's a year in anime means a lot, and Garf did not use that year.
Because he was always the strongest in Sanctuary.
Yeah. And
but then that's why he was so butthurt when he lost by Reinhardt just literally catching his strongest punch.
I think the issue with Garf's strength is, did anyone train with him? Like, there's in Roswell's mansion, did anyone actually help him train? Because he's still only 15, right? 14?
Yeah, no, he was 13. He was 13.
So he's
in
14
Sanctuary.
then.
So he's 14 now. Yeah.
Someone help this man train. Like Subaru
Well,
can't do much to help him train.
well, Subaru. Well, that's the thing. They didn't put this in the fucking show, but it's in the book. Um, they Clind, Clind, is Subaru's master who teaches them how to use the whip. I talked about this in the first episode, which you should ask to be released. But I know we were really off topic there because that was the first one. But Master Clind is the one that was teaching Subaru, and they said Ram was also teaching. I thought was teaching. She was teaching somebody. I think it might have been Amelia. It might have been Garf. I forget which one. But clearly their training didn't really work.
Yeah.
Because Amelia was also being trained at the same time by there's Klein, and then there's Lady something. Lady of the House, who I forget what her name is because she's only was mentioned in the book to start this arc. But she was training Amelia.
So.
Oh, speaking of that,
Amelia.
because I mean that's all. Amelia, yeah, she's like, "Bitch, I'm here too," and shoots an fucking ice crystal at our good old Regulus. Yeah.
None of the wives move just stone face the entire time during this.
His sex dolls that he doesn't use for sex.
Pretty.
He just likes to look at them.
They're just dolls at that point.
Just dolls.
Just dolls. And I mean, obviously we know that nothing can harm Regulus, but they don't know. I thought Subaru could know. Like I said earlier.
No,
he's got a plan, obviously. There's a plan in place. I don't want you to spoil anything when it comes to this. But obviously he's gonna try different things at this point.
Yeah. Like he's got plans from A to Z. Literally numbered, lettered plans.
When you have Reinhardt, you could probably go about these plans without hesitation. To be honest, be like, all right,
remember when Reinhardt died?
Yeah, man, literally died. Hey, yeah, I have the protection of the Phoenix. Brought me back. Okay. Oh, hey,
then he can
telepathy.
Telepathy, yeah.
Oh, hey, like Reinhardt, honestly, put him in any world, he's the strongest at this point. Like throw him in Dragon Ball Z, the world will then be like, all right, you get everything. Here you go.
You know what's really funny? So remember all our speculation in the last episode about he's gonna be able to pull the sword?
Yep. Nope.
No. What's hilarious is when he says, "Oh, you're not worthy," and it cuts back to him, and Subaru's just over
dying,
there
laughing.
Dying.
He's like bent over, just laughing. Like, man can't even. I thought he would be able to pull the sword. To be honest, like I don't remember what I said. Maybe I'm contradicting myself here. It's been a while, but I thought at that moment I was like, it might come out. And then it doesn't come out. I'm like, oh, Regulus, that means you are about to get worked, to be honest, in this fight.
Still not worthy.
It's still not worthy. And it's kind of sad for Regulus. Like, Regulus is...
fuck him.
When I say sad, I mean, like, in the sense of, like, man ain't gonna win this fight. Like, it just... Unless, I'm still speculating, Reinhardt could have to leave for something. And I don't think we're going to, I know we talk about loops consistently because this show at the end of the day, it's, what's the word for it? Trick or something, whatever the word is, I'm missing it, Subaru dies, comes back to life. Like, that happens. That is like, what is the word? Oh my gosh.
What are you trying to say? Resets?
Yeah, well, I know resets and everything, but I'm saying like, why, when you watch a show, the trope, it's not trope, but it's something else.
A red herring?
Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just going to say trope. The trope of the show is, in ReZero, is Subaru comes back to life. Like, he fails, he comes back to life. Fails, comes back to life. That happens consistently throughout the entire show, other than this season that we are currently on, where what I'm trying to get at is, Subaru, I don't think we're resetting still at this point, because... You don't show the audience this much information and then just reset. Yeah. Like, it's too much going on. That's exactly
what I was going to say, too, is that, like, I am, like, a third of the way through this book, and, like, there's no way he can reset. At least not right now. It's just... Unless we reset...
Like, by minutes. Like, a minute or two. Like same thing that happened with Wrath.
Like, yeah, the Wrath fight was... he reset 10 minutes apart.
Yeah, like because you can't. There's no resetting at this point. I thought this episode was going to be everyone fails and we were going to possibly reset. To be honest, I was kind of anticipating that to be the thing. Not everyone fails, but everyone we see people die and things just get destroyed. Like I thought we were leading to that, since we went completely different direction of that. So we're not resetting. It just we might reset once this entire last couple of episodes, I think, and that will be less than 5 to 10 minutes of a reset, if not a couple seconds, I believe. If we get that. So what I was trying to say is I'm liking that the show is not resetting because it's kind of becoming more of a I mean, could we reset? Yeah, maybe, but we're not relying on that.
Yeah, and you're not becoming predictable. Like, oh, he's gonna have to fight Regulus 6 times, and then on the 7th time, he's gonna figure it out. Like,
it also keeps the story progressing. As I have a friend, aka we have a friend, Jaden, watching it right now. He's on season 2. He's like on episode like 40. But like,
oh, is he?
Yeah, but like for people, like he was like the mansion arc's taking so long, and I forget how that first season. It is truly like. You're resetting a lot, like consistently, which you have to, which makes sense. Obviously, we know that. But if you're a new watcher getting into it from a show that came out 2016 and you're watching it 2024, that resetting thing is like it could be a drag if you're resetting so consistently for every battle. Like every single battle, he resets like 3 times throughout each arc.
Yeah.
And it's like Elsa resets like at least 3 times. Mansion resets 3 times. Beetlejuice resets 3 times. It's so much resetting. I don't know. I'm calling Beetlejuice because I thought it would be more funny. Anyway. Resets 4 times. So, and in season 2, he resets, but not as much. But it's still more that slower pace. While this season feels more, I don't want to say cliche because it's not, but it feels like more just straightforward. Like, this is a story. He's reset twice at this moment. But other than those 2 times, which were
reset 3 times.
He gets murdered by, what's her name? Wrath. I can't think of her actual name. Then he gets that happens twice. Reinhardt. Then the Reinhardt scene gets Reinhardt. It's like Reinhardt, help me. And then the 3rd time, he does. I don't think there's.
Oh, loses his leg. That's right.
He just loses his leg, and then
yeah.
Or not loses it, but heals. Does he lose it fully?
He loses.
Yeah, he loses his leg, and then they. Or no, it's just, I thought it was just. It's been so long since I watched it. I thought it was just like so much mained, and then they have to put the.
No, he loses it, and Betty helps him reattach it.
There you go. Thank you.
And then when he goes and when they do the first attack, it's still injured. Like Ferris just takes his pain away.
Yeah.
And then it gets dragon gunk on it.
So, but yeah, he's only died twice, which is, and both times it wasn't a big reset because it was 10 minutes. So. Just praising that. Also want to praise the animation. I think this episode's better animated than almost every episode that I've seen from ReZero.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it is detailed. Every swing of a sword, every... I can't even say it. Oh, but every moment is very detailed.
Every jiggle?
I was going to say that, yeah. But it's all detailed to a point where it's like, this is... I mean, I thought it was just the best animated episode. I don't think there's like this season's being but this one was truly well done. Yeah,
it had like Fate level of like camera movement, with the anime looking fantastic.
Yeah, like if you could put Fate without the ufotable lens of Fate, aka that Demon Slayer looks is kind of the same as Fate. It kind of has that 3D-esque animation. The animation itself is top tier for this, so. ReZero. I don't know what I was even trying to say there, but top tier animation from ReZero, Studio White Fox, amazing work once again. Anything else really? I was kind of ranting just now.
Well, no, I think it's a good start. Like I said, I always think they should to me, it's just very strange the way they chop up some of the stuff.
I like it personally at the moment, the way it's going.
Yeah. But other than that, I'm excited to see what happens here. And that Crush reveal I was like, oh shit.
I think the only thing we didn't touch on is Priscilla versus Wrath, I guess, the more I think about it. We didn't really see. They're going to fight. I assume Wrath's gonna lose. To be honest, I just don't see her winning. I don't think Wrath is that strong when you don't have other people around her that she can take over and influence. And with the
I think,
songstress there,
yeah,
it's
I'm pretty sure Priscilla is a lot stronger than
Wrath. And so she's got the.
yeah.
What sword is it? Oh, I almost called you Jaden. What sword is it, Zach?
It's the Sunblade,
The Sunblade.
not the Yang Blade.
So the Sunblade's going to do work. I don't think that's. I think they're going to almost keep that fight going like this. It'll be like, oh, it's over. Yeah, it's over. Like I don't see the fight dragging on. It's either going to drag on or she's going to escape, and then something's going to happen. Like a one-on-one fight. It's not going to. Anyway, sorry.
What's really weird is like the way the chapter starts. We're getting it from Lily Ann's perspective, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like recapping everything, and she's like, "Oh, well, let's go back to when we were at the," because it starts in the middle of the fight, but like it doesn't really say anything that happened.
Yeah.
So then they go back to what we saw at the beginning of the episode with her changing, and like the little conversation that was had between the three of them, and then they have a conversation on the way to the fight, which gives a little bit more like detail as to what happened, and kind of interesting what Priscilla says, because I think I'm starting to come around on Priscilla. I mean, like, obviously I'd let her ruin my life, but like as a character she's a total conniving bitch, but maybe she's not.
Maybe she's got a heart of gold.
Maybe, actually. The way from what she says, and I really wish they would have said that so I could speculate with you what exactly she says.
That'll be a flashback, I bet you.
Yeah, probably.
But, anywho, I think that is all for this episode.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, like I said, everything happened and nothing happened.
Yep. I hope Garth is okay, and I hope Wilhelm doesn't have to kill his wife, but his corpse, kill his wife's corpse.
No, Wilhelm wants to kill his wife's corpse.
I mean, wants to, but I meant to say that I hope Wilhelm doesn't die from his wife's corpse is what I meant to say. Sorry. Which I think is going to happen, but hey.
I don't think so.
Wilhelm's dying this arc, Zach. I need you to believe he's dying this arc.
He probably will die, but like he beat his wife twice.
Well, that doesn't sound good.
Well, no.
No, I mean, just the context of he beat his.
No. He start the episode with that. Like in the which they should do like an OVA for Wilhelm's backstory, do the 2 books. So like Teresa, when she was the Sword Saint during the Demi-Human War, obviously she was the best soldier. Like she kept breaking up all the kills and shit. But once the war was over, they were still going to use her like for like military campaigns and stuff. And at that point, Wilhelm and Teresa had already started a bond, like they were already in love.
Yeah.
So Wilhelm's like, all right, well, the only way I know I can free you from this is to show the nation that I'm stronger than you. So like when she's getting like her like medals from her service, like with the king there, everyone's there, the king, like the entire court, all of the entire army. Wilhelm comes back after being gone for 2 years and just challenges her to a duel, and he wins. And that's why, yeah. So like the Sword Devil beats the Sword Saint. So he's like, if you have to send anyone on a military campaign, it's me, not her. And then she gets to retire.
And then they have children.
Yeah,
well,
a fucking
child.
Kid of a child.
Yeah. And then he has a child.
Fuck that guy. But we love that guy.
Yeah, we love that guy. Every other generation, it's every other one for them.
I guess so.
Reinhardt's kid's gonna be an asshole. Just know it. If he lives to have a kid.
I still think Reinhardt's gonna go bad. Like I think he's gonna get corrupted at the end, and Super's gonna have to fight him. Like because he's just so OP, and Super's so not.
I there's so many other people there's so many other people I feel like we have to deal with. Like there's probably witch cult members we haven't even met yet that are like higher tier, not including like the higher up ones, like the one that destroyed that killed Ekidana. What was his name again? Which one was he?
The one that killed Ekidana?
The one that invaded Roswell's mansion like 200 years ago.
You mean Melancholy?
Yeah, Melancholy. Yeah. Like,
well, Melancholy fucked with Roswell. The Witch of Envy, right? Is that who it is?
Yeah, the Envy.
Witch of Envy is the one who killed all the other witches.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But we just saw Pandora and Melancholy were working together.
Yeah. Well, I'm getting.
And Regulus
Regulus
was there too.
We haven't dealt with them yet. Still.
Right. Like, it's so crazy because, like, once you, like, at the end of every book, the author writes, like, a little message. And so at the end of the Sanctuary arc, he said the next arc is, like, getting back to the main story. So I think, like, the Ekidana stuff with Roswell and Melancholy and Pandora, which tie into Amelia, which also ties into, it all connects in some way, which is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But like, of the witch cultists, of the archbishops, we haven't met all of them, right?
We haven't met Pride because you have, unless Subaru's Pride, we don't know that because Beetlejuice are you Pride? So we have not met Pride.
So it's Petaljuice. It's
Petaljuice. Greed.
Sloth. Oh, sorry, it's Sloth, Greed, Gluttony, Wrath,
Lust.
And and then we don't know who Pride is, and we don't know who. We don't know who the Archbishop of Envy is.
No, those are the two. If they're just sticking by 7 deadly sin wise,
even though we have Pandora,
which isn't, I believe Pandora's more like a witch than, she's not a witch, but like more into that line of, she's not part of the witch's cult, but like isn't like a archbishop or anything. That's just the tier. If there was like a a line of things, you have the witch cultists, you have the archbishops, and you have probably the Pandoras.
Well, because there was in the Demi-Human War, there were other characters that went by witches that weren't the witches.
The witches that we know of, yeah.
But it never says there's only 7. But like, I know in the Tea Party there's 7 witches.
Mm-hmm.
But Pandora's not there.
Nope.
So. All right. I guess we'll be back next week.
Yeah. I don't know how we even got there. But yeah, guys, don't forget to like the video and let us know your speculation. Sorry, it's been a while since we recorded, so like I probably went on a tangent at a few times and I forgot so many things. It's hard to do the comeback when you haven't recorded anything in a while.
It's okay. We got 6 more episodes, right? 7?
Yep, 6 more episodes, 7 more episodes. But anyway, ciao.
Bye.